Hello, welcome to another episode of Backyard Naturalist with me, Jim Witter, Program Coordinator at the Wood County Parks. And April is Native Plant Month, and I thought I'd bring you an episode on native plants from the backyard. I called this the Native Weed Patch. Behind me, not very impressive right now. It's still early in the season, so don't have any flowering plants to bring you. And looking at it, maybe actually not a terribly great selling point, but I'll have to come back possibly with another episode coming up in midsummer because it does look really great. I know that a couple members of my family, including the one who is now filming, were a little bit uncertain about the idea of converting some of your yard, your turf grass. And we're here in the city. People love their turf grass, like to mow it all the time, but it has a lot of great benefits native plants do for attracting wildlife to your yard, especially pollinators, including native bees, butterflies, and of course the creatures that eat some of those creatures as well. Praying mantises I've seen here. Birds sometimes will come, and birds will use both the seeds that they will eat from the flowering plants, we call them the forbs, or also have a couple grasses here as well, and they will eat some of the grass seeds. And something to keep in mind when you're planning, building your native plant garden or weed patch, as I call it, is to have plants that bloom throughout the season. I've mostly had plants that are blooming in the middle of the season, late in the season, trying to get some more of the early season plants going as well. And also to check in, especially with your local experts, give a shout out to our stewardship department who grow the plants about what type of soil that you have. Different types of soil and different type of sunlight, whether it's shade or sun, got a good amount of sun and a little bit of shade here in the side yard can make a difference in what types of native plants will grow well. And one of the biggest questions that we have on native plants is, where do I get them? Do I get them from Home Depot, the local greenhouse, garden center? And it can be a little bit tricky to find native plants, but have some great resources with our friend's plant sale that often comes up the Saturday of Mother's Day weekend. Fortunately, due to the virus, it's been canceled this year, but you can look for that most years when we aren't encountering a pandemic. Other sources are a small company, small business called Poppin' Up Natives. You can find them. I've got some plants here. Also, sometimes your naturalist friends. Give a shout out to Kate Mason Wolf, who I know from Lucas County, Master Gardeners Lucas County, Ohio Certified Volunteer Naturalists. A lot of those folks have lots of plants like these in their yards. Got a lot of plants from Kate, and also give credit to our friends at the Toledo Zoo who have plant sales coming up, as well as Wild Ones Oak Opening Chapter coming up in Blue Week, coming up in May. They also have a plant sale. So there's a couple different sales coming up in the springtime, spring, also fall, a good time to plant. Don't try to plant in midsummer. I've done that a couple times. Doesn't work out very well usually. So go out, get some native plants. Hopefully we'll bring some wildlife to your yard and might even convert a couple members of your family and your neighborhood. You might start in the side yard though first. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.